Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I do have some updates on what my posting schedule is going to be like, and I will also talk about what today's video is. But first I'm going to talk about the updates. I am still finishing Shadow and Bone. I know it's been like 2 months since the last one, and I understand, but college schedules are kind of weird and those videos actually take a long time to edit, so I'm trying to find time where all of my exams slow down because we're on a faster pace right now because we just stopped intensification, and then I will get back to the normally scheduled programming that is talking about Alina and my hatred for the Darkling. But today's video is actually going to be a fun little review thing on all of the albums I didn't react to on this channel. Now I have reacted to a few albums in my time, like Hyuna's album for I'm Not Cool, Ari's Positions album, all of those things. But there have been a lot of cool albums that have come out within that time frame, and those videos are actually a horror for me to edit because I fucking hate editing them. I think they're annoying. They're great to watch, but to edit them, it's a nightmare. So number one album I want to talk about is Montero. Lil Nas X was not an artist I expected to get into. I thought, he's not my brand. Old Town Road was a song that got on my nerves constantly. It's not his fault, it's just that it was played so often and it was turned into such a colossal meme that I just didn't want to listen to it. And then he started coming out with other music. I didn't actually get a chance to listen to the album until a few days after it released, and it is solid. I'm gonna go through a quick run through about it and then just talk about some of the songs that I really enjoyed. Call Me By Your Name. Are you kidding me? This is literally my song. This is the gayest song on the planet. Montero just has these cool vibes. I love his creative directing for the videos. Him him literally lap dancing Satan is just iconic. I'm not Christian, so I don't really have any opinions on that whole video. I found it beautiful. But some people might disagree, and that's okay if you don't really enjoy people dancing on Satan. That's fine. But overall, the message of the video is that he's gay and he's here for it, which I love. Next one is Dead Right Now. Dead Right Now was actually a song that kind of snuck up on me because after following up Montero, I had listened to if I'm gonna go through this, I had listened to about 5 songs on the album out of context. I had seen them being played on TikTok, and people were saying this is the best song because people love Lil Nas X. To be specific, I listened to Montero, Industry Baby, That's What I Want, Scoop, $sign Slime, and also Sun Goes Down, which I'll talk about later because I do have a lot of words on that one. But Dead Right Now wasn't a song that I expected to be good. I thought it was gonna be a depressing ass song, which it kind of was, but it's a fucking banger. One thing I really enjoyed about this album is that he used 2 instruments majority of the time. Those were the main point. It was a guitar and some sort of brass instrument. I don't play trumpet. I've never been in band. I don't know the difference between a lot of brass instruments, so I don't know what they used. It was just such a cool concept, and I loved it a lot. I love the fact that he used trumpets a majority of his songs because it just gave it that whole large vibe. With Montero, he used the guitar. I think Sun Goes Down, he also used a guitar, and then you have Industry Baby. You have all of these, you have $sign Slime, trumpets, so good. Industry Baby, obviously iconic. The whole jail theme for the music video is something that is very out of pocket, and I really, really enjoyed, and I think it was really cool. That's What I Want. Oh, this song just hits so hard, especially you're looking at someone who has been, I have been single for 18 years. I have never been in a relationship. I've been in love twice, both with people that are extremely straight and haven't questioned their sexuality. And so both times it was kind of heartbreaking to be in that situation because it's not even the other person's fault. It's not that they hurt you, it's just who they are, and there's no possibility of them ending up with you, but you still have that weird childish hope that the one day they'll realize I'm the only girl they like. That's not how it works. You can't change people like that. Scoop is probably one of my favorite songs. It has Doja Cat in it. That might be a reason why. It's not a hard song. I think Dead Right Now or Industry Baby, those are hard songs. And then like Scoop is like kind of a cute bop. I like their verses so much. I love the instrumental. I think the producers on this album went off. Dollar Sign, Slime, Lost in the Citadel. Those are 2 songs I really enjoy. I love Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, so I was really, really excited to see them on the lineup for features. And they did not disappoint. They brought the heat, they matched with him, he matched with them. Tales of Dominica, I really love that song. I think it's so good. I also think that the second half of the album is severely underrated. Like, people talk about like the first half, so like Scoop and Up, but like the songs on the latter half are so good. I think like people should talk about them more. Sun Goes Down is underrated even though he promoted it at SNL. It's such a sad song, first of all. I mean, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, I want to run away, send me a gun and I'll see the sun. The thing is with that song is that if you relate to it, I feel like that's a problem. It's a very, very sad song, and I don't think I'll ever be able to understand the struggle of a gay black man in America, or like just a black person in general. Like, that kind of oppression is literally ingrained in America's history, and so like the system is always going to be balanced against them unless there's some sort of radical change. And that is for just black individuals. For gay black individuals, first of all, I think culture-wise, I'm speaking as a bisexual Indian female. Culture-wise, we're not great with accepting new things. We're very based in tradition. I'm speaking as an Indian. Everything that has been done up to this point will continue to be done into the future. If you go to India, it's really not a good idea to come out and say that you're gay or bi or pan or omni or anything like that, because you will get killed and you will get disowned. Unless you have very, very accepting parents or that are very liberal minded and like they're able to see past tradition. That has been the pattern for many years. I've read about crimes committed against LGBTQ plus individuals, and it's terrifying. I think I'm blessed to have a generally accepting family. Like, a lot of them accept me for who I am, and they're like, you like girls? That's cool. You're like the only person here that does that. And I'm like, I'm your token gay kid. There are also certain individuals who aren't as comfortable with that, and that's fine. Like, that doesn't influence how I feel about myself. I am proud to be bisexual. That's just, I can't change that. I like girls and I like guys. That's something that can change. But like, it still hurts sometimes to be like, there are people in my life that I've lived with like this entire time, and they've just now started to be uncomfortable with me because of who I love. And that's a whole thing, you know. Void, don't want it. That song is art. I fucking love that song. Don't want it. Oh, it's like it's such a paradox in itself, because he's like, I want all this, this, and this, but now that I'm at this point, I don't want it. This is a really bad analogy, but sometimes when I'm like, I really, really want something, I'll work my way up to get it, but that entire process makes me not want it anymore because it's too hard. And I'm like, why the fuck did I try so hard for something that is probably going to only serve me once, and I'm not going to use it again? But we didn't come here to talk about me. We came here to talk about some albums. So with that, I conclude Montero. I'm going to leave 3 things up here. Overall rating, right? My top 3 songs, and then my least favorite, or skips in general. Moving on, let's get to literally my favorite album of this year, Planet Her. Planet Her is such a cool album in that, like, it's very much Doja Cat. I feel like with Hot Pink, she was testing the waters and being like, what do people like? Is this like something that they would really, enjoy listening to? Then she put out Planet Her, and ma'am fucking blasted off to another planet because it was out of this world. Oh my god. I love the entire concept of like space themed. All of her, like, her music videos were space themed. Her promo, space themed. Literally the album art, space themed. Also one of the prettiest album arts that I've ever seen, ever. I just think it's so cool. Like, look at it. It's like, it's so pretty. Tell me that's not pretty. Also, I think she looks gorgeous in that coloring. Let's start going through it. As I said last time, a lot of people commend the first half of the album rather than the last half, which is very confusing to me. So I'm just gonna go down the list and talk about my general thoughts about all of them, and then and then give you the same rating as last time. So number 1, we have Woman. I really enjoy her songs where she brings in some African instrumentals, or like just general like African themes. Last album it was Won't Bite featuring Smino, and this one it was Woman. I also just think it's such a powerful theme. I listen to it all the time. My roommates listen to it all the time. Next we have Payday. This song was a bit of like, I had to grow on me a little bit. I love the production. I love her. I don't know if Young Thug was the right choice for it. I think autotune is a really good way for artists, you know, cover up their tracks if they don't really like a take that they have and they're running out of time. Or like, you know, if they're just not hitting something on that day and they have a deadline. I get it. But like, Young Thug was not the option for me. I was honestly thinking, I think I've also heard a few other people say this. I'm gonna reference Ashley Ippolito. She does a lot of reaction videos on this platform. I really recommend her. I'm pretty sure all of you watch her. I think she said, and I concur with, that she should have put T-Pain on the song, because that man's voice is made for auto-tune. Like, he hits the notes. Like, he can sing. That's the thing. T-Pain can sing. He just adds auto-tune for like the extra flavor. I don't think Young Thug is inherently a singer. He's a rapper. Whereas in like T-Pain, he's had practice with like singing with auto-tune, so he knows what he sounds like with it. And I don't think Young Thug knows what he sounds like with it. Therefore, I would have gone with T-Pain. Get Into It, yeah. Song that I listen to obsessively for a long period of time. I don't listen to it anymore. I think I have to be like in the get up mood, so like I usually listen to it when I'm getting ready or something like that. Need to Know. This was the song that she promoted with the music video. And also, I love Need to Know's music video. It's very marketable, first of all, with the whole like blue skin makeup. Is it blue or is it green? I don't want to spark a controversy. I don't know what color it is. It's like aqua. I don't know. That whole verse in the second half, like that's never gonna die. And that's gonna be like the one verse that I think is gonna follow her around because it's just so good. I Don't Do Drugs featuring Ariana Grande. I was waiting for Ari to feature on here, especially because Doja featured on Positions. I reacted to that song, Motive, loved it. Whoever is doing the production for these two albums is on one, because they have been on a different level this entire fucking time, and I love that for them. I also really enjoyed the like little drops and like names. So like for Get Into It, yeah, she said like, I mean, your bitch is better yet like Ariana, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And then what does she do later? What does Ariana say later in I Don't Do Drugs? Hit it from the back, make it purr, just like Doja Cat or something like that. Within 2 songs of each other, they name dropped the other person. I think that's just iconic, okay? Love to Dream, love that. I feel like all of her songs are centered around finding herself in a relationship, and like there's a lot of toxic quality. Like You Right is about finding another man attractive and kind of having the urge to cheat, but you're not going to because you're loyal, but you still have the urge to. And like the other guy saying like, it's fine, just try it out. And she's like, what the fuck, man? Is that a good thing to do? No. But does it sound good in song? You are absolutely correct. Love to Dream is also the very close song like meaning to it, which isn't like she wants to cheat on him, but more like she's clearly trying to put herself out there, but she's not communicating as well as she needs to. Is that like, you know, her love language or whatever. And then like the guy is like, or the girl, I don't know what her sexuality, the other person is like, you know, trying really hard, and she's like dreaming about what it would be like if she could love normally or whatever. And I mean like normally by societal standards. The way that song hit me was because I'm also terrible at communicating my feelings. I am terrible at conveying love in a healthy manner. A lot of the times it's like I hit someone in the arm and I'm like, that's my affection, because if I hit you, that means I care. And that's just violent. That's not even nice. To be clear, y'all, I don't punch my friends like hard. I like love tap them. It's still bad, but it's not as bad as you were thinking. No, I just love tap them, and that is how I show affection. I'm a very much acts of service kind of gal. I'm not somebody who does words of affirmation. It's literally the bane of my existence. It means I have to express how I feel. I can't do that. The way that I show love doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means that like I'm a little bit different when I show it. And she's like feeling bad about it or whatever. Or it could mean something completely different. That's just what I took away from it. Been Like This. This song fucking slaps. Been Like This is a really, really good song in that, like, it reminds me of, like, Addiction or Streets with, like, the very, very, like, R&B, pulled back, really spacey vocals. Her rap and just her rasp in her voice when she's singing it is beautiful. The thing with Been Like This that I really, really enjoy is that some of the lyrics in it are just superior to everything else on this album. I feel like this is like her piece de resistance when it comes to lyrics. It's just it's Been Like This is literally just about a toxic relationship that she's staying in. There's clearly no love there. She's just staying out of obligation, and it's like really, really sad and whatever. I want to talk about Ain't Shit, because this is the song that everyone literally on YouTube and SoundCloud was asking her to release. She played this, I think, on Instagram Live, and people went fucking crazy. I can't say all the words because the title was literally NAS, which is Ain't Shit. And I'm not saying the first one because of common sense. I think it's just so good, and one of the favorite parts of that song is like that's not cheating if I wasn't with your ass though. You kept, like, that entire verse. Commending Doja Cat. Alone. The way this song hits me. She says, she's pretty much talking about how, like, they're in this relationship, but she's like, why do I feel good when I'm alone? You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't feel good now that we're, separated, because I should feel bad because I loved you, but I feel fucking fantastic. And I'm like, that is literally me. Even though I've never been in a breakup, there's been a lot of times where, like, I've been with friends and we've been separated and I still feel good. Yeah, Alone is just such a good anthem for, like, lonely people that are, like, introverts and they know how to, like, be by themselves. Literally made for us. It's a banger too, so I think that really works. I'm not gonna talk about Kiss Me More. Literally everyone has talked about Kiss Me More. I'm not doing it. Love the space theme, love SZA, love everything about it. I'm just not gonna talk about it. Up and Down and Ride were two songs that I'm like, okay. Like, I'll listen to them when they come up and I think they're good. It's just that I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to them. I wouldn't choose them specifically. The thing with deluxe tracks is that they're off the album for a reason. So they either didn't make the cut because they weren't good enough, or Doja herself didn't like them, or something happened and they weren't put in the arena. Also on that line, Tonight and YY, those two also have features. Tonight is featuring Eve, YY is featuring Gunna. YY is probably one of my favorite songs on the deluxe album. Like, it's just my favorite deluxe track. I think it's just such a playful song, and the way that the verses go out, it's just so good, and I love it so much. And Tonight is such a saucy thing. Again, it's about cheating. Y'all, it's not healthy to cheat. Don't cheat. But it's about cheating, and it makes cheating sound so fun. And I would never do it, ever. But in this case, she's the other woman. Before, and you're right, it's like she's the cheater, but in this one, she's the other woman, where she's like, your girlfriend doesn't have to know, let's just go and do it, because you're, like, really hot, and I'm really hot, it'll be fun. Don't cheat, y'all, stay loyal. And that's it for Planet Her. Rating, favorites, skips. Let's move on to our last album that I did not react to, even though I'm pretty sure I was supposed to, because everyone else was. I am, as a matter of fact, talking about Miss Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album. Let's go through this track list. I think I've never been in a breakup, but I have seen many of them happen, because all of my friends have infinitely more game than me, and I'm very grateful for that, because y'all, I don't have any game in my body. Number one, we have Brutal, the initial rage factor. You're just angry at the other person. I think in this situation, it's talking about the stages of a relationship if they were like, they like fell in love with someone else, like that, or they moved on too quickly. So Brutal is like the initial like rage of like, what the fuck, did you not love me? Like, what the hell? And then Traitor, everyone knows Traitor. You're still a traitor. Driver's License is the one song on this album I don't listen to anymore. That is Deja Vu, because played so often. Also, I did a cover of Deja Vu in person, and I just never want to listen to it again, because of the amount of times I listened to it to prepare and sing it. Never again. My brain will explode. I'm not doing this again. my favorite songs are probably 7 to 10. So Enough for You, Happier, Jealousy, Jealousy, and Favorite Crime. Favorite Crime especially, I just think it applies to so many things. Also, all of our songs are so good for editing. Good For You is actually a song that I still love listening to. I think it's just so good. I love the energy that the music video gave me, which was like very much Y2K, Jennifer's Body, angry cheerleader vibes. Love that for her. Just generally a good album. I think as like a singer goes, she's really, really talented, and as a songwriter, also really talented. I think she can just grow from here. Definitely Taylor Swift's child. My mic has broken. We're here to phone audio. Fun. As I was saying, she's Conan Gray's like something sister. And with that, I conclude Sour. I know I didn't talk much for Montero or Sour, but that's just because I mainly want to talk about Planet Her because I think it's just such a good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god. I have more covers coming out. I have all the stuff that I want to do. And I'm really grateful that you guys are watching, or whoever is watching. I don't know who the fuck's watching these videos. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching my videos. You can check out my Spotify, link down below. I have 2 podcasts out, Weird and Wacky Tales with Gia, where we talk about true crime and mythology. And we're getting to it. Okay, I'm waiting. I have like a bunch of episodes like logged, and I just need to find time to record them. And yeah. We'll get to it, guys. Don't worry. The other one is The Musings of a Raging Introvert. It is a podcast about literally whatever I want. I just write scripts and go with it. And it's really, really fun. And I want you guys to listen to it. We were on a bit of a break because I have exams. But thank you so much for listening to it if you do. Also, anti-Asian hate crime resources are down below. Along with the Try Guys video, along with Black Lives Matter resources, so like petitions, movies, all that stuff, literally all the normal stuff down below. So that was my computer. All that stuff is in the description box. Read my short story down below. It's called The Headstone. It's very depressing. Also, give me feedback. So if you do end up reading it, you can comment below what you think about it, because low-key, I am only good at writing sad things, and I do want to get better at writing them. So just tell me. And with that, I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay sanitary. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone.